Merry Christmas! It's 36 degrees, which is actually a heat wave in some places, so not complaining. I'm bundled up. I was sitting here. I was going to get ready to watch a movie, and I thought, reflecting back, I don't have very many childhood Christmas memories that were great memories. But I did have a few, and they are about when we lived as a kid in Mexico. We lived there for a few years, and we were hiding out. My birth mom, she took us everywhere. She was hiding us out. But here in the States, they celebrate, well, first of all, it should be the birth of Christ, be it if it's his actual birthday or not. That's the day that we acknowledge it. But it's Santa Claus. Everything around here is Santa Claus. But in Mexico, it's the Three Kings. And I remember, I was first or second grade then, I remember having a picture taken on a sleigh with the Three Kings standing next to it. Here in the States, they do a huge tree, little tree, just a tree. In Mexico, we had a branch instead of killing the whole tree. I'm assuming that's why. I don't know. I was a kid. But we had a branch. In the States, they wrap gifts and put them under the tree. I never received many gifts as a child. But in Mexico, we had shoes. And in the shoes, they would put like nuts, some candies. I remember getting jacks one year. Remember that game, the ball and the jacks? That was fun. And my brothers got like a harmonica. And that was our Christmas. And then, of course, I believe we always had the Christmas tamales, if I'm remembering correctly, which they're yummy. So in Mexico, it's so different. And those are the memories I hold, and probably because they're so different. I don't know. But during that time, I remember there was a rat in the house. It was a mud house. It was made out of mud and straw. And I remember over in the corner there was this rat. It was fat. It was so fat that it could barely move. Its little legs just didn't touch. They kind of stuck out. And it was always trying to get into our shoes where our goodies were. So that's my memory. That's the best memory, or one of the best. Another one was when we lived as well in Mexico. My grandmother had sent me this doll I wanted so badly, Baby Tenderlove. Oh, I just love that doll. But my baby brother, who is now passed, he wanted my doll. And whatever Luis wanted, Luis got. So I had the doll for about a week, and it was taken from me and given to him. So it's kind of like a bittersweet memory. Yeah, I wasn't very nice to him for a while. But those are pretty much my memories as a child. When we were in the States, back here in the States, my birth mother, Mary Alice, she would we weren't allowed to do the tinsel, and everything had to be perfectly placed, so we didn't really do the Christmas tree. And then she would put that angel hair around it. She said she liked the glow of the lights behind it, and that us kids wouldn't touch it because it's fiberglass, so it would cut you, and it would cut you. So, yeah, we didn't have much for decorating a tree. I don't have those memories. So I love watching people that do have those kind of memories. I love listening to their stories. Sorry, my neck needs to pop. So, but there are times that I'll watch like certain movies or certain songs I can't listen to, like I'll Be Home for Christmas. I cannot listen to that song. Nope. Probably because I never wanted to be home for Christmas as a youngster. But there's certain things that make me very teary. So I just avoid those triggers. But this Christmas has been fantastic. Y'all have blessed me with Christmas cards, and it was so nice filling cards out and sending them. I want to thank a certain person for the love offering. You have no idea how that blessed me, and I pray that it blesses you tenfold over. I would say your name, but I don't know how to get a hold of you to ask you if it's okay to say your name, but you know who you are. And I just want to say that love offering that you cash app me paid my co-pays on medicine that I really needed, but just wasn't able to get. So, and by being able to do that, I feel much better, like 100% better today. So I thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all just don't know, and I'm sure you do, but just the smallest, like this morning, just smiling at people and waving at them, those things just make you feel good, and they're waving back, and strangers wishing you a Merry Christmas, even if it's for just a moment. You can see the kindness in people, and now that the hustle and bustle and trying to do the perfect dinner and the perfect gifts and the perfect this and perfect that, people are just breathing and embracing. This is a day that we designated to celebrate the birth of our Savior, Jesus Christ. And it's beautiful. My daughter called me this morning. We FaceTimed, and I got to watch my grandson open his gifts, and he was like, this is best Christmas ever. He was so excited. It was a year ago today his dad went into the hospital, and then on January 8th he passed away. So last Christmas was not a Christmas for at that time he was 10, right before his 11th birthday. But this year, my daughter, she is so strong, so courageous. She had a few moments, but she woke up determined that this was going to be the best day ever. And they're definitely having that. So I'm so grateful. As a matter of fact, right now she messaged me saying she's building Lego stuff because he just got impatient with it, which I thought was funny because he swore this year if he gets Legos, no one's helping him. But there's Mom. I'm proud of my girl. I'm so proud of who she is. And the Lord is definitely watching out for her. Doggone, I think I slept wrong. Speaking of sleeping, okay, I know better than to watch certain things before I go to sleep. I was watching, I think they're called UFO Files or something like that. Just, different documentaries of, I like watching those kind of things, It's just really interesting how they could trace back. But lo and behold, all night, I kept waking myself up from having dreams about UFOs and aliens. So, Lord, I learned, which I already knew. I should have known. I'm very mindful. And even though I fell asleep listening to scripture, which I love to do, it was those UFO things that imprinted on my mind. So I'm going to be more mindful of that. Much more mindful. So I'll share one more Christmas thing. It's about my kiddos. I've always worked several jobs, and I'm not anti getting help from the government, but when I got a divorce, I said, he didn't want to help. And that's his thing. We're friends. We parted as friends. But at that time during the divorce, he did not want to help financially. So I was working a couple jobs, and it was Christmas time. Just want to make sure the kids, had a good Christmas. So I was gone a lot. And I came home one day, and my youngest said, we opened the presents. We peeked in. We know everything that we have. I was like, oh, okay. Instead of getting angry, I was like, well, I'm going to teach them a pretty good lesson. So while they were in school, I took everything back and bought them new gifts. I tried to find things that were of the same size, and if they weren't, I put them in boxes that were of the same size. So here it is, Christmas. My boys are excited. They think they're getting a Nintendo. They're just super excited. My daughter swore. Oh, she was so good she's getting that keyboard. They were. They did get okay stuff, but not stuff like that. And they never, that I know of, looked into, well, and I would like use a whole thing of tape on each present. But to see their face, they were like, the boys are right there with the Nintendo box, you know, ready to open it. My daughter has hers with the keyboard, and she's all excited. And they're like, they're giddy. I know I shouldn't be laughing, but they learned a lesson. And I never had to do that again. But it was, you know, one of those things. And look, I got in trouble one time. We were at my grandma's house. She was such an amazing lady. It was Christmas time, and I have a brother who is 15 months older than I am, and I called him the B word. Yeah, that's a big no. And I called him a B word, and I got in trouble, and I had to miss out on opening gifts that morning. Eventually I got to, but I had to miss out on that. I was pretty much banished to a room for a few days, and I learned my lesson not to curse around my grandma. She was I got a spanking, and I think I'm the only grandchild that ever got a spanking. I got a spanking as well, and threatened to put soap in my mouth, but thank goodness didn't do the soap thing. But anyway, I just wanted to share a few of my little crazy memories. I just don't have a whole lot of them. I definitely have a ton from my children growing up. Those were fun times, and I miss those times. And, you know, here I am sitting here just going to enjoy the day, going to enjoy me. I had someone say to me yesterday, oh, you're going to be alone? I said, oh, no, the Lord's with me. I'm not alone. I got the best company we could have. I pray that your holiday is great. I pray that whatever is going on in your life, that you could give it to the Lord, set it aside, and enjoy the moment. Because truly, that is all that we have. It's called the present for a reason. It is a gift. If you woke up to see this day, take a minute to thank God for the day that He has given. And we must always remember that Jesus is the reason for this season. Jesus is the reason we are even able to have a relationship with God. So, with that said, I think I'm going to make me some cocoa, popcorn, and watch a movie. God bless each and every one of you. Merry Christmas. I'm so grateful for you guys. I appreciate you so much. Talk to you soon. This is Gracie, and I'm out. Bye.